Hey guys, what is going on? Shadow of Nexus back here, and yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of the Nintendo Switch 2. And I gotta say that the Switch 2 is a decent console. However, there are some problems. Like, for example, if you want to play third-party games, like let's say, for example, 007 First Light, or games like Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, you're probably gonna have to play them on other consoles if you want to play them day and date, because unfortunately, the day and date releases are not coming out day and date on other consoles like the Xbox, the PlayStation, and even on PC. They're coming out the day that they're supposed to be coming out. However, on the Switch 2, they will not be coming out day and date. I don't know why. Might be some problems with the Switch 2 and like the power and stuff like that. But I have to say it is fairly disappointing to see that for sure. But yeah, when it comes to the Switch 2, guys, I have to say, in my opinion, I think that the Switch 2 is worth it right now. When the price increase happens, there might be a second price increase as well. I'll make a video on that later. But when that happens, I think it will be less and less worth it until some good exclusives come out. Now, look, there are some decent exclusives right now. You have Metroid Prime 4. I think that's probably the best game on the Switch 2 right now. And you do have games like Donkey Kong Bonanza. Okay, Donkey Kong Bonanza is a really, really good game for sure. Highly, highly recommend that game. I think it's awesome. And there's also some other games as well that we can talk about, like, Switch 1 games you can play. Xenoblade Chronicles X, for example, that got a 60 FPS patch. So, yeah, there are some games to play on the Switch 2, Mario Kart World being one of them as well. But I think that most of the games coming out, I think, are fairly weak compared to the first year of the Nintendo Switch 1. But yeah, overall, I think that the console is pretty good. It shows a lot of promise. You have some really, really good third-party games like Cyberpunk 2077, even though it's a little bit of an older game now, and also Resident Evil Requiem, which just came out this year, and I think it looks absolutely phenomenal on the Switch 2. So yeah, I mean, the Switch 2 is being used pretty well, but like I said, once those games, those bigger games, those UE6 games start coming out, I think that the Switch 2 might start to struggle a little bit. I mean, we might be able to see some decent like textures and graphics and stuff like that because of DLSS, but it's going to be doing most of the heavy lifting in my opinion. But yeah, guys, I have to say the Switch 2 is a fantastic piece of hardware. I think Nintendo knocked it out of the park with how powerful they made it for sure. A lot of developers are even saying that it's like basically as powerful as the Xbox Series S. In some cases, probably with DLSS, I would say like it's probably pretty equal. Even if you look at games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth as well, looks fairly good on the Nintendo Switch 2. So yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 has a lot of really cool games coming out as well, like also Star Fox for exclusives. And apparently there's some rumored games as well, like Ocarina of Time remake from Nate the Hate. So yeah, I mean there are rumors and stuff like that that there's going to be some more games as well, like Starfield and a lot of other third-party games as well, like Black Myth Wukong and maybe Crimson Desert. We don't really know exactly what's going to happen, but I have to say, guys, I'm very excited for all this stuff here coming out. And I have to say that I, for one, am really excited to see the future of the Nintendo Switch 2. I hope that the year 2 of the system is going to be fantastic as well, and I hope that the year 3 is going to be fantastic, and I hope that we will get our money's worth, because like I said, the Switch 2 is going to go up in price as well, like everyone really knows already, but there's also a second price increase that could be imminent as well. We don't know exactly what's going to be happening, but it's very likely that it could happen. And if it does happen, I mean, it happens. There's nothing that we can do about it. Unfortunately, that's just the market right now. The Steam machine and the Steam Deck are going to be super expensive as well. I mean, the Steam Deck is almost like $1,000 for the 1 TB model, and the 512 GB model is like what, like I think 700, $800 or something like that. So it's becoming ridiculous at this point, and I think Nintendo is probably going to have to reevaluate their $50 price increase. So yeah. But I mean, hey, the Switch 2, welcome to it. It's another really fun game. I really enjoy that game. I think that's probably actually my favorite exclusive on the system so far, because of the way how they show how you can use the controllers and how you can go ahead and you can, see all these different things that the Switch 2 can do, and I think that's a fantastic game. I gave the game like a 7 out of 10. I think that the game is really, really good. So, I mean, hey, when it comes to the Switch 2, guys, I mean, there's not really too many exclusives right now. I mean, Pokepia is like one that's like really, really, really kicking off right now and doing really, really good. I haven't had a chance to play it myself. I'm not really into those like, you know, Animal Crossing kind of games. I might check it out, you know, if I can get it a little bit cheaper maybe. But yeah, I have to say, guys, I have to say that the Switch 2 has been a pretty good system so far. I would definitely recommend it. There's a lot of used ones as well that are probably going to be going up on sale. Don't worry about those. Just buy it brand new. The price increase is going to happen in September, I think. So if you're waiting until September, you're going to have to pay an extra 50 USD. So yeah, I mean, hey, if you want to pay the extra and get the warranty, I think it's a good idea, you know, if you can't afford it right now. But hey, just definitely don't get like a used system, because people are going to try to see if they can resell it and get some profit. But yeah, I have to say, guys, compared to the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X and the PS5 and even like a typical gaming PC, I have to say that there are weaknesses and stuff like that, obviously, with the Switch 2. But again, it is a fully portable console. You can play all the games portably. So yeah, I have to say, guys, the Switch 2 is a fantastic console. Having a lot of fun with it. Like I said, I do want to see some more games on it. Star Fox looks fantastic. I might get that game day one. So yeah, I'm very excited for the future of the Switch 2, guys, and I have to say that the Switch 2 has been a treat to play. I mean, I played a lot of Switch 1 games as well that had, like, you know, bad frame rate issues and stuff like that, like Xenoblade Chronicles, for example. So yeah, the game is like running way better now. There's other games as well, like I also made a video on Battle for Bikini Bottom. That's actually one of my most viewed videos of all time. But when it comes to that game runs at like 60 frames per second now. So yeah, there's a lot of like really cool games and really good games that you can play, like from the Switch 1, that have like a slight boost just because the hardware is better. You can also play like Saints Row 4, I think it was. There's like a list that you can look up online. I think some of it might be outdated, but you can go ahead and you can look up like individually. I made a couple videos that are sort of out of date now for the Switch 2, but I have to say, guys, I'm very excited and very glad to have a Switch 2. I think that the console is fantastic. I just bought a Pro Controller recently, and I think that the Pro Controller is really nice as well. So yeah, I have to say, guys, the Switch 2, in my opinion, at this moment is worth it. Now, if it goes up $100, I don't know. The games are still pretty expensive as well. You do have Switch Online. I think that once they start adding in Wii games and Wii U games, I think that the Switch console is going to be a lot more appealing, in my opinion, because I want to see a lot of those old school Wii games come over to the Nintendo Switch, like, you know, Mario Strikers Charge, like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, a lot of those awesome games that I used to play on the Nintendo Wii and on the Wii U. I think that if they add those in, it's going to be fantastic. So yeah, guys, I mean, what do you guys think about the Nintendo Switch 2? Do you guys have one? Are you guys interested in buying one, or do you guys think that you'll just skip it for now? Alrighty, guys, it's going to be it for me for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.